I say have a rallying creative idea. So many thoughts or marketing executions don't have a creative idea that is recognizable and that's consistent and that you can replicate in different ways, but the idea of the thought is the same. And it's not quite the same as having a catchy or clever slogan. It's something that builds that territory in the mind. So we had at Leo Burnett, it was things like reach for the stars and you won't come up with a handful of mud. It was an old Leo Burnett saying. We did in the old days, you can be sure of Shell. Well, nobody trusts oil companies now. Anyway, I mean, the whole thing is down. So that obviously had to change. Pure Genius we did with Guinness that kind of completely repositioned their brand away from what was then seen to be an old-fashioned kind of food substitute to compete with light lagers. The ultimate driving machine, BMW, cool sort of things. Choice of a new generation, Pepsi repositioning against Coke. So they're more than just taglines. They're thoughtful, ideas, core creative ideas. And then perhaps the biggest thought to lead people with is thinking of using your brand once you've been able to articulate it in the form of your brand DNA as the central driving force to change your business and drive every part and aspect of your business. And that's a concept that when people get and it lands, it's like a light bulb going on and they say, okay, gosh, I've been searching for direction, especially when you talk about where the world we're in now, which is extraordinarily cluttered. Everybody doing very similar things with similar tools, saying the same kind of things, often in the same way. It's really difficult to stand out. But half the secret is executing better than your competitors and doing that in a consistent, distinctive, differentiated way, your brand. More often than not, how you go about doing it and defining that culture is the distinctiveness. It's not the end product that you're doing.